Hi, this is Jason with Mother's Farms Nursery. Today we're here to talk about how to properly stake a tree. As you see here, we have a freshly planted Yoshino ready to be staked. When you're staking a tree, you need a couple tools. First off, a pair of pliers, wire cutters. You're going to need a large hammer to drive your stakes with. And for each tree, you're going to need some supplies. First off, a pair of 6-foot tall stakes. You're going to need a roll of staking wire and a couple pieces of hose to protect your trunks. First step in doing this will be drive your stakes in the ground. Just take your large hammer, pound them in so that you are approximately 18-24 inches away from your trunk, and you'll notice that the stake is driven in at a slight angle away from the trunk. That helps hold your wire in place. When you do this, you're going to take your wire and you're going to cut it about 4 to 5 feet in length, and you're going to slide a piece of this protective tubing around the wire here. This tubing is to protect the trunk. What you absolutely do not want is for this wire to dig into the bark of the tree here, causing it to girdle, which can do some serious damage to your tree. But you're simply going to take your wire assembly here. We're going to wrap this around the main trunk just above the lowest branch. Center up your hose there. Just going to give this a couple quick twists. You take your pliers, give this a bit of a tighter wrap to hold this in place. Now, when you tie this thing around the trunk, you want to make sure that you allow some movement here. The tree will root in better if it has a couple inches so it can sway around. If you tie this up so tight that the tree cannot move, there's no incentive for the root system to root into the ground. You want that wind to knock it around a little bit, allow that root system to dig into the roots, hold everything together. But simply to tie this together, you're just going to wrap your pliers around the string, give it a couple twists. Like I said, leave a couple inches of play in this. Now hold this in protection. Okay? Come back over here, make sure it's tight around your trunk, and cut and remove the excess so there's no barbs here to injure anybody. Pretty much it as far as getting the staking installed. But once you have this in place, everybody needs to know to leave this in for about 2 years. You want this staking assembly in past its second winter, so you have plenty of new root growth in here. After you remove this in, you should have a nicely rooted tree, nice addition to your yard for years of enjoyment.